Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? Welcome to another episode, man. I went on three. I'm your host, Spade Buster Free, and I got two of my guys in here with me today. Got my boy Robbie Joe. You might know him by Robbie Joe. And of course, the coach, JR McNabb, you know what I'm saying? So thank y'all boys for coming in with me today to discuss what we got set up for the audience today. And y'all got something to say, man? What's going on, man? What y'all boys got going on?
Hey everybody, good to be here with these two guys right here for sure. I'm ready to
Nah,
talk some
what's
football, basketball.
What's
for
going
sure.
on, Joe?
Just another day, man. Ready to dive into some of these hot topics. You know what I mean, and kind of keep this thing moving.
All right, all right. And I know y'all boys got kids older than me. I started a little later than y'all boys did. You know what I'm saying? Mine just now. My oldest one right now is going into middle school, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My oldest one is going into middle school. I know, JR, you have one that graduated,
I
right?
got so my oldest son is in his second year of college,
Oh
and
wow,
then
I
my
ain't even
middle,
know that.
yeah, then my middle son graduates this year, and
Okay,
then I got a 10-year old. So I kind of started over trying for a girl and ended up having a boy, but it's over with.
okay.
It's over
Yeah,
with, man.
man.
Where your boy
Right.
going? JR, you know where he going yet? Do you know where he going?
Yeah, he just committed to a JUCO in Alabama.
Nice, nice, nice.
Okay,
Yep,
okay.
yep. Get a chance to keep playing.
You already know that's all it is. Like keep playing, and then you never know. Just like I was telling Rob the other day with that transfer portal,
Oh, for sure.
anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen with that transfer portal, man. As long as you go
Yeah,
and keep working and do what you got to do,
yeah, for
yeah,
sure. I'm
opportunities
just
come all over the place, man.
I'm just glad we don't have to pay for school. Shit. I mean,
Yeah, that
that was
too, right?
that was the most important thing for me. Was like,
that's
I mean, we
true,
would have
man.
did what we had to do because at the end of the day we want to be successful. But shoot, we saving a couple dollars.
Ain't nothing better than free.
Facts.
Ain't nothing better than free over that with a major discount, man. So
Hmm.
we gonna get right into it right now. So I know y'all caught the game last night. I caught the game last night, and I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. So, question for me is, who you guys think? I mean, the whole team should get a blame, but do you guys think like a specific player deserve to get the most blame, or is it a whole team effort to lose that game? Rob, what you think, Rob? I'll let y'all go first, then I give my thoughts.
I don't know. Yeah, pretty much the whole team. I watch. Man, what's the name? Angenobi? How you pronounce the name from New
I
York?
can know and yeah, and Genobi.
Yeah, yeah. I I feel he I feel he missed some passes last night for the extra. He shot a lot of threes. He missed a lot of threes. He missed the they shooter. What's the little point? The little two guard. He missed him about 4 or 5 open shots. Man, he really missed. I noticed that. But man, Indiana really just played tough. Man, they just no quit team. You know, they really team ball. Their defense, stepped up. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody to blame on New York, but man, Indiana just don't lay down. They're gonna keep coming and coming. And they play well, man. They fought it out to the end. Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're gonna say player, I would say he had a bad game. He definitely had a bad game. I mean, it wasn't crazy or nothing like that, but he could have definitely made some extra passes. But that the other shooter that was open, Pride, that's his name. He was open on about I want to say throughout the game at least 4 times when he could have made the extra pass. He was wide open. But whatever, But I don't say blame somebody, but
yeah. No, I mean it was like two layups. The sound, I don't know, the sound messing up. You hear that, Jeff?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I really don't know what be doing that, man.
it must be something getting warm or something hot or something like that.
I don't
Do
know
you,
what's
do you have multiple devices logged on?
me.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just on my computer.
And but the crazy part is it wasn't doing that before we went live, like started recording rather. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
we was talking in the background. Everything was perfect.
Yeah.
I know, let me see. Someone told me about having.
It sound good at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. So let me see. All right,
Yep. That's
it
perfect.
might be something. It sound good right now, right? Yeah.
I wasn't
Yep.
listening right now.
But what you were saying about and Ginobili, I can't pronounce his name, but you see how that when it was like the first or second quarter when he had that wide open layup when he was supposed to go up like he's gonna go
Oh
up for a dunk and the ball somehow slipped out his hand and
yeah, I
he
remember.
missed it and the ball just went out of bounds and he missed it or he missed the layup or something like that. It didn't really matter at the time, but imagine if you would have made them was the 2 points they needed to avoid overtime. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, like you said, I don't think it was a particular person, one person, but I give the team the blame. What you think, JR?
So I didn't watch the game in its entirety. I was out to eat with the fam, but I did kind of catch the tail end of it because I think they were like New York was up like 14 or 15 or something like that, right? With like 5 minutes
Like
left or
two,
something like that.
not even five, like 2 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, so I was just eating dinner, and then all I heard was the restaurant we was at. People just started screaming, and then I looked up. I'm like, oh shit. So anytime uh you up by that much with that much time left, it's a total team effort, right? Because everybody's we're gonna put it on everybody, and a lot of people would say the coach, but at the end of the day, the basketball players got to make plays. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not talking about elementary, middle school, high school guys. Like we're talking about professional guys. You got to be able to make timely layups, timely free throws, and get timely stops when you're up like that in the NBA. So I don't put that on the coach in its entirety. I'm gonna put it on the whole team, but more so on the players because shit, you got to be able to make plays, man. Especially at this stage. Like this ain't no regular season game where it really don't matter and guys get laxed and all that other shit. Like nigga, this is the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
players gotta players gotta finish the drill up that much. I thought it was 5, 6 minutes, but y'all saying 2, 3 minutes. Like that's crazy.
No, it was there was like 14. It was like 14 with like two and some change left, and then it
Yeah,
was nine. It was nine with 50 some seconds left.
yeah. Nah, guys gotta finish the game.
And watching the game, it's like one of those games you were like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. And then, goddamn, the dude Neymar he hit a three, boom, and
Yeah.
shit just started happening. And then what's his name? That came from Brooklyn, the Villanova guy that came over there from Villanova with them. I ain't see
Not
him last night.
not
He's played for Phoenix.
not Bridges. Not Bridges.
Bridges,
Bridges.
yeah, Bridges.
I ain't. Did you see Bridges in the fourth quarter? I was watching the game. Like I ain't him. I didn't hear him call his name. Only on a 3 pointer where he the last 3 pointer where he was the one guarding Halliburton and that dude Halliburton. I don't get it. You know me. Last series we had the discussion already. I was Cleveland. I took Cleveland to win the championship. Matter of fact, when before the
Hmm.
playoffs started,
You definitely did.
I took Cleveland and Halliburton, I don't know how he do it, bro. He do that crazy dribble into the paint. He just turn around, run back to the three, and jack it up. And I don't know, man. So y'all think they could actually win the series? My bad.
Um, the New York and Indy game. I think that series can kind of go either way for me. Um, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Both of them can. I think whoever come out the West is gonna win it all. I kind of always said that. Um, I said that whoever won the Denver OKC series was gonna win it all, and I'm gonna still stand by that. Although I fuck with Ant Man, so I will want him to win it too. But just like
Yeah.
if I was a betting man, I just think OKC was gonna win it. But I just like Ant Man's personality. He don't give a fuck about nothing. He don't care about the politics. He don't care about. none of that. He gonna be him, unapologetic. So, um, yeah. But
All right,
Indy
so
looking good. Well, Indy looking good.
And them boys play team ball. Them boys, they got a lot of everybody doing something. Everybody scoring. Everybody
I,
contributing.
I think that's what it is too. They because you don't know who's gonna be that guy that night. You know what I'm saying? I think that's their biggest advantage is they pass the ball. Anybody could take that shot, and anybody could be on any given night. So I think that's what makes them even more dangerous to me. Is everybody's open. Is a total team effort. Like New York, they relying on Brunson or Cat.
Yeah.
Goddamn Indiana, but they relying on Siakam. They relying on Halliburton. They relying on
Everybody.
Matcher. They relying on the whole team. You know what I'm saying?
How many threes a dude hit at the end of regulation? He hit, I think
They're
three.
like
I know it was three. I think it was four.
they're like
I
four
mean,
in a row.
those were some really big shots. And then
Yeah,
in
four.
overtime, the little two guard, he really stepped up and I think he scored 9 in overtime.
Yep.
Um,
So,
7 or 9. I know he hit a three. I think he had 7, at least 7, if not 9. But everybody's always somebody stepping up for them all the time. And then of course,
yeah.
Halliburton, he's the quarterback, so he makes it flow because he always got the ball in his hand coming down pretty much.
Yesterday he went off, man.
I
So
just looking at the box score though. I mean, Brunson did his thing. He delivered what he was supposed to. Cat did what he was supposed to. They didn't get no help from nobody else. Just looking at the
Yeah,
box score.
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Bridges,
You know what I'm
Bridges just
saying?
saying Bridges ain't show up at all. Bridges wasn't there at all to help. That's why I say I ain't hear his name, especially in the fourth quarter. Usually he'll even give you a defensive play.
yeah.
You
Bridges
know what
was
I'm
big
saying?
time last series. I think Bridges will step up. I think he just had an off game. The one I was speaking of earlier. I mean, he had a great season. Don't get me wrong. I can't remember his name.
Which
Uh,
one?
the one I was speaking of earlier. Mine's blank, but anyway,
For New York?
he had a great season.
For New
Yeah, from New
York?
York, he had a great season.
Yeah. OG
Yeah, from New York.
Aganobi. That's the I
There
can't.
you go. There you go. He had a great season. He had a bad game last night. I mean,
Yeah.
he made some bad mistakes, but I think what do y'all think? Y'all think who you taking this serious? I was saying to go in the 7. I don't know who's going to win. I feel like it's going to go to 7. I was saying that as soon as that we knew who was going to be in it in the ECF. So
So just
I,
listening to what y'all boys are saying is that Brunson did his thing, Cat did his thing. Nobody else kind of did what they normally would do, and they still had a chance to win.
that's what my
It's kind of
point.
like you kind of got to go with New York in that sense because shit, they was up, like you said, 14-15 with 2 minutes
They
left.
they was
Your
up
guys didn't even play.
17. They was up 17 with I want to say 5 or 6 minutes. They was
Mm.
up 17 at one point in the fourth quarter. Put it like that.
The team by like 5 minutes left.
Yeah,
But but it was up like no, it was actually up 14 with the 2 minutes, bro. 2 minutes left,
That's
bro. 14.
that's yeah, that's
And that's
crazy.
what was they when they hit them threes, and then they had the turnover. They had like 2, 3 turnovers back to back,
yeah. Then
and
they had
then
the out of bounce on Brunson when they
out of
hit.
bounds on Brunson.
Yeah,
All that shit just went
yeah.
to
It
shit.
was a lot of things came into play.
That's
And
another thing I like about the shot clock. You're never out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was high school, all you had to do is hold the ball, start the ball the last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
yeah,
But with the shot clock, and I wish they would do the shot clock in high school. And they keep voting on it, but nobody really don't want.
I
People
thought
don't
they
want to
did
do it.
that. They haven't done that yet.
no.
Nah, they keep voting on it, but
Is
people
it is
do
it
it and don't want
national
to
or
do it.
just Florida?
Just Florida. Some states do it. Some
Real okay.
states have shot clocks. Yeah, just Florida. But
Okay,
with
got
the
somebody
shot clock,
saying
you could
things.
be down. You can be down 10 with 2 minutes left in high school, and you can still come back. You
That's
can
true.
be down. You can be down 5 with 3, 4 minutes left in high school and don't have a chance because they're gonna just stall that bitch. Like it's crazy.
Nah, dang. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah, they
crazy.
it's about time to do that now because that even get the
It's,
kids even more prepared for the next level.
Well, if you look
hmm
at Halliburton in the last series against Cleveland, I mean he did it. They did. I mean Pacers they did it. They did the same thing to Cleveland. I think they was up. I can't remember that game, but I know they was Cleveland was up big too. they did the same thing. They came back and won. So they're not new to it. So they done it before already in these playoffs.
Personally, I keep betting against Indiana, and them boys just keep showing me otherwise, man. But I
Jr. had
like
a good point. Did have a good point. I mean, look what them all them boys pretty much had an off game. They ain't nobody really stepped up except for the two Cat and Brunson. So
Bronson.
that's a good point. I'm interested to see. I knew the series was going. I feel the series was going to be good from the beginning.
you think so.
Well, let's
You
see.
think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to go seven. It's going to go six for sure, no doubt about it. But I think it's going. I think it can go the distance.
If it goes seven, you got to go Knicks home team.
Mm. Yep, they will have that last game at home.
Yeah, you kind of got to go Knicks home team.
What do you think about the series? What about the next other series? Who won in that one, Jr. Sam?
Okay, see,
Yeah, it don't.
OKC in six.
Yeah, man.
I could say five. I was going to say five.
You know, it could happen, man. Actually, tonight, like I said, see that was the next topic. You think Ant Man could even win a game in OKC?
I mean, anything's possible at this point. I had somebody call. I definitely feel like they got the right pieces. It's just so hard to win in OKC, man. That if you guys ever get a chance to just experience going and watch a game, that could be regular season, but the playoffs, man, that crowd, that gym is crazy, crazy. So it's gonna be difficult to win the game there.
Yeah.
But like I say, anything can happen in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I'm going. I like OKC. Like you said, I thought about six or maybe even seven, but from watching that first game, because that first game, man, you looking at it, the whole, especially the first half, you see Minnesota. If you're just watching the game and you're not looking at the score, you're like, okay, Minnesota up by like 12, 13 points. But then when you look at the score, they up four, they up three, and you were like, what the hell? And one thing I didn't like about that game is what's his name? The three, what's the name from New York, man? I need to start remembering these guys' names off the top of my head. It's Russell. What's his name? Um, from New York. The trade that got in the trade, man.
Or for OKC.
Julius
Randle,
Randle. Julius
Julius
Randle.
Randle.
Julius
Yeah.
Randle.
The first half, first quarter. Yeah, you on fire to me. Yeah, you on fire. You feeling it.
He was happy, man.
You hitting the threes. You seen that too? He was too happy, right?
He was too happy, man.
Come on, bro. You hit the
I was
three.
thinking the same thing. I was like, man, because he never been this far into the playoffs, so
Come
he
on,
ain't
bro.
on fire. He never played this well in his career. So last series, he played very well. So he was on a little hot streak, but you got to finish the game. I was thinking that he
Come
was
on.
happy.
That's what I said. That's the reason why I said if you're watching the game and you're not looking at the score, and this man just hit that three and he's smiling, you're like, okay, them boys up by like 14 points. And that 3-pointer put him up by 1 or by 2 points. You see what I'm saying? So you too happy in the first quarter of a game, and you know how these young boys is, man. These young boys, once they get you on, they
Hmm.
do it like boxing almost, man. They could be losing, they gonna jab, jab, jab. Then once they feel like they got you against them ropes, they attack you and they don't let off. And that's what happened with to Minnesota, man. Them boy was up. Well, they was up two in the first half, and then I didn't even catch the third quarter. Then I just looked at the score. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Man, it's like I was saying. I don't know if y'all, because my phone was frozen. I don't know if y'all heard, but it's so difficult to play in OKC.
Yeah, we heard.
That crowd, that fan base is crazy. Like it can't get close. Like you got to beat them
Yeah,
because if it's close, the momentum is just crazy. It's just crazy.
and
It
to
makes
me, if it's close, they already got that. They've been tested with
Mhm.
Denver.
Mhm. Mhm.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, it makes sense though. That's all they got in the is that team. That's like the Packers. That's all they got is you know
OKC.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
everybody's OKC in that area. Yeah, man. So they've been tested. So it's not like you're gonna test them and they can't win a close game. You know what I'm saying? So like you say, man, Minnesota, they gotta Julius Randle gotta tighten up. And also Ant Man, I saw in the first quarter, first half, he was too passive. You see what I'm saying? He was a little too passive, man. And I think he need to come out way more aggressive and way more hungrier, man, in this next game. So that's how I feel, man. What y'all boy got anything else to put on this game right here?
OKC in six. It's not going seven. Um, yeah, OKC in six. That's all I got.
I'm pretty much on the same with that. It's definitely not going to. I could see even 5, but I would say 6.
Well, I'm gonna say six right now, depending on how this game go today. If it's a close game, if it's a close game and Minnesota still lose, I'm gonna still say you know OKC in six. But if they get blown out again, I'm gonna definitely say a gentleman a sweep or a gentleman sweep, man.
I'm
That's
thinking.
how I'm gonna see it.
I can't remember their name. I know like they third and fourth players. They got talent. Timberwolves. I'm speaking of. I can't remember the boys' name. They slims. They dribble the ball well. They have great games. They're definitely capable. But I just this is new territory. Well, they went to the ECS last year, right? Wolves was in the Western Conference Finals last year.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
was in
yeah,
there.
that's right. I don't know, man. It's possible. It's possible. I say 6.
Six.
I want to try to give them some credit because I want to see it go. Say I love to see game sevens. Them the best things that happen, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, man. But you talking about what's his name again? The Nas Reed.
Yeah, no, Reese, his time that it got cut short in that first game. I ain't really see him on the floor too much as I thought I would.
No, he ain't do nothing. What they say he shot 1 for 11 or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that
Oh,
boy.
yeah, I was watching the game and I didn't even know that.
That damn noise, man. Gotta figure this out. All right,
What you was gonna say about Shador, something?
Shador. Well, I want to
Or
get
no,
you.
no. Hey, if you don't mind, let's go to Jr. about the because I want to hear him speak on. Cause I see him always talking about not always, but I seen him talk about the two ladies, the two lovely ladies in there in the WNBA. I like let's hear what you know.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
That's what he know. I hit him up about that too. I'm like, I need you to get on here so I could, so we can
Listen,
discuss.
y'all want to go first? Because, I got a lot, a lot we can talk about in this situation.
What
Because
Okay,
you,
it's,
yeah,
you want to
I'll
go,
go
Rob?
first. 'Cause I know.
Go ahead.
Hey, let me say this. The foul. We'll go right to the foul. I mean, man, come on. That was pretty crazy. I mean, it was a foul. I don't see nothing at all. To me, it was a common foul. But I understand the storyline. So okay, that's fine. What they called, and it's a lot. I really want to hear what Jr. got to say. I ain't really got nothing to say
Yeah, nah, but let me go before, like JR said, he want to go last. He got a lot to say, so let me give my perspective on it.
for sure.
But you said it was a foul, but it wasn't a common foul though. I
Okay.
won't say it was a common foul because yeah, first she did swipe at the ball at first, but she did extend her arms. When that push,
Mhm.
she
Yep.
did push, even though you could say it wasn't that hard of a push, but it was a push, and you jumping up in the air. It don't take a lot once you're going up in the air for somebody to push you, and for you to to lose your balance and fall. So I'm gonna
Really,
say that.
really, Spade. That's what we're gonna do
No,
right now,
no,
dog. That's
no,
what
but
we're gonna
no,
do,
no.
Spade.
Listen now, she did extend her arm. Listen, I'm not taking. let me finish. Let me finish.
All right,
Then
go ahead, go
you
ahead,
see what I'm
go ahead,
saying, right?
go ahead, go ahead.
So it wasn't all the way a common foul. We can agree on that, right? Like I said, the refs got it right. It would have been a flagrant foul in the NBA if they went to the replay. If refs went to the replay, because I don't seen less than that get called a flagrant foul in the NBA games. If you don't see the angles, you're not gonna see it. But she did. She swiped at the ball and then extended her arm and pushed her. Did Angel Reese react and totally wrong in the wrong manner to me? Yes, she did. I don't think she it ain't take all that. And like someone I heard someone commentating on it. If you that mad, if you get up and that mad, ain't nobody gonna don't nobody touch me, especially from the other team. So when Boston came and grabbed her, she just overlooked her like she don't see nobody there. She don't see nobody holding her back. She's still going at Caitlyn. So the beef is there. I mean, is a silent beef, because it's a women's sport, it's women basketball. We don't want to believe that it's there, and they don't want to show that it's there. If it was men's basketball, is we would say it's good for the rivalry. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's good for. It's good for the rivalry. It's good for the league. But because they women, we don't think they should act the way they should act. And Caitlyn backed up a little bit after she said she ain't. It was a common foul. It wasn't all the way a common foul. You swipe down and you push the. If she fell, she fell. She probably shouldn't fall though. Like I'm saying, it wasn't that big of a push.
Samson, let me say this. Let me say this before JR talk. Now, I want to say Andrew Reese. I don't think it was. I mean, listen, you got to understand the rivalry. You got to understand what they've been going through since college. So I'm not really mad at Angel Reese for her reaction at all. Like, that's fine. There was nothing too big about it. It's more the media and people outside, that we see talking about it, making it more of a big deal. I'm not mad at what Angel Reese's reaction, because you got to understand the whole story. These girls, it's good for basketball. I think it's great for them because it's making it people watch it. So all of that stuff, I don't think they shouldn't act like that. They're athletes reacting to
Nah,
playing.
they are.
They make
Yeah,
$100,000. So there's nothing
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with
yeah.
it. I think it's good for the game.
Yeah, I have no problems with that. I can go spade.
Yeah, go ahead, man. The floor
Okay,
is
okay,
yours,
all right.
man. Yeah.
So a couple things. I agree it wasn't a common foul, just because of like you said, the extension of her arm, so it looked a lot worse. But for both angles, can we all agree that Angel Reese flopped?
That's what
Yeah,
I.
like I
That's
said, she probably couldn't fall, but
she
So
did a little bit.
she
Yes.
she flopped. So the other angle makes it looks worse than what it is, right?
so,
Cool.
all
Now,
right. So real quick question with that, right? You say she
go ahead.
flopped, but do you think she knew who was pushing her?
How's she seen her? What do you mean? Of course she's
No,
yeah,
she
she
had a
knew
back
Pushman.
turn. She had a back turn.
No, bro, you when you're playing basketball, you're aware of. I mean, you know, Spade. You're aware of where who's around. Nobody just gonna magically appear. You know what I'm saying? And then the way she went up, she knew she was about to get fouled. If that makes sense, right?
But she
Second thing
unorthodox
is
already though. She already she
she's super unorthodox. Do you think she would have reacted like that if it wasn't Caitlin Clark?
I think she would have jumped up. I
No, she
think she
wouldn't
would
have.
have.
We've
You
seen it
don't think?
already. We've seen what she would have did. When the girl flagrant two got a flagrant two and clotheslined her, she didn't do nothing.
Mm.
But she knew who that was though.
Exactly that's exactly what I just asked you.
That's
If
what
it
I'm
wasn't
saying.
Caitlin Clark, do you think she would have did the same thing? I personally felt like she did more because of who it was, not what it was.
No, that's what I said. I think she would have jumped up, but right, she would have jumped up.
Go get my charger.
But if she would have saw it was somebody else, that's why I said I don't know if she 100% knew exactly who was pushing her. Right. That's the only thing I'm saying. So I do have.
So and here's the next thing I want to kind of speak on. Why why is this a rivalry? Since when has a very, very skilled offensive player been in a rival with a non-skilled basketball player? When has a Michael Jordan, I'm not calling Caitlin Clark Michael Jordan, but when has a Michael Jordan been a rival or compared to with a Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, nah, but it don't happen. It don't happen in the NBA. But
It don't happen,
for one,
period.
right? But
We
for
we
one,
we we're putting Angel Reese on a level of comparison, like you're comparing, like she's Asia Wilson, like she's somebody of like a skill set. No, the only reason why there's a rivalry is non-basketball related. It's all drama related.
yeah, no, no, you
It
can't
ain't
say it's
it ain't
basketball.
basketball
You
related.
can't say it's not basketball at all
No,
because
it's not basketball related. It's all
due to the
drama.
fact, right? You can't say it's not basketball at all. I don't know if y'all can see y'all can see the screen. Maybe play out a little
Yeah.
bit. We can't say it's not basketball already because it started with basketball in college, right? I'm saying that because it started in college, right? In college, Angel Reese was, her her her, her lack of skills was not, too much
Hold on,
of
fast
than
phase. Let me
Can't
try
hear
to
you. I
get my
can't hear you,
mic
fam. You on
situated.
there something? I can't hear you. Is
you
it?
can't hear me, Rod? Joe, you can hear me? Joe, you can hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. I had to
All
take
right.
my
I know can't hear Robbie Joe. I have to send him so he come back in. Yeah, so what I was saying, we can't really say it's not basketball related because it started on the basketball court in
No, no, no,
college.
no, no, no. I'm saying like talent
As,
related. I know
yeah,
it started on the court. I'm saying from a like okay, so let's talk about all the individual rivalries that have taken place. Magic and Bird. It was like I'm better than you from a skill set.
yeah,
And obviously
definitely.
we can go race, right? We can go a little race, right? The LeBron and MJ. It's all basketball stuff. Like from I'm better than you. I got this skill set. Whatever, whatever. Kobe, whoever. It's always about kind of like who's better in a sense from a basketball player standpoint. I think theirs is stemming from drama more so than I'm skilled and you're not.
No, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
So it's like so that's why I don't understand why because if you really you know basketball spade. Angel Reese is not a good basketball player. She's a hard ass worker.
Yeah, she's a
She
hustler.
work her ass off, but she is not a skilled basketball player.
No, not
From
no.
from like I can shoot it, I can handle it, I can do different things. People and what I was saying is like you would think that Angel Reese had the same skill set or the ability as Asia Wilson
Yeah, not
or
at
some of the
all.
other better forwards,
No, I
but
agree
she
with you
don't.
on that
She don't.
100%.
Well,
And
let me say something. I think the reason why it's a rivalry, of course, it goes back to the college, the championship or whatever, the
mhm.
playoffs. Oh, I can't even remember what that was. The Final Four for sure, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was actually no, it was
four.
the
It
final
was
four.
the final four. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that was
so.
the Final
Yeah,
Four. Of
final four.
course, it goes to that, and then the whole interaction with those two, and then of course they were the two most popular player, I believe, that whole
Yeah,
year. So it goes to that. They came out the same year. So that's the reason why it's a rivalry, and they're definitely the most two popular player in the whole WNBA.
Yeah, I say that it's more of a popularity
that's all it
rivalry.
is.
It's a
That's all
popularity
it is.
rivalry.
I want rivalries to be
Yeah,
Like we talking about basketball. When I play you, I'm gonna lock you up. Like we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like
But this the WNBA. They get the media got to ride with something to make it.
no, no.
They've been
I
riding with
listen.
this.
It's good. It's
They've been
good because we
riding with
talking
this since
about it.
day one, and
No,
it's actually helped them. So they're gonna ride with it to make it what it is. Of course, exactly what you're saying. Yeah, but this is a women's game, so
yeah.
they have to make something in it, and it's good for it though, honestly. Because I've been watching, of course, more than I ain't never watched no WNBA games, even when it's the finals or whatever. I probably maybe watch a game.
Yes, I was telling y'all that I didn't usually watch, but I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Last season, I was checking the schedule.
Yeah. No, it's
I was
definitely like I
checking the
said,
schedule.
it's definitely
See when
good.
Kate play.
It's definitely good for the league. You know what I mean? It's good for girls, women's basketball because more eyes mean more money um, in their profession. Um, and I think they're like you said, they're gonna ride this wave until they can't.
Yeah,
Literally, they're
that.
gonna ride the wave until they can't.
But
Yeah, I mean, what's the name of Clark, man? I mean, come on, she pulling that thing from deep. So that's really, people
Bro,
want to
she can
watch her.
hoop.
she
No, she
changed
can
It,
the
hoop,
game.
dog.
yeah,
Like
Angel
I,
Reese, she got heart. Angel Reese got heart, and she
she's a
pretty, she
dog.
fine.
And
But
Angel Reese is a dog. Angel Reese grew up in Pompano, damn near. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
she got
Yeah,
heart.
she a
She
dog.
definitely got the heart. She
Yeah,
remind
no,
me of Ben Wallace.
Nick, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's exactly who she is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
don't try to make her look like. Don't try to compare her to Tim Duncan when she's Ben Wallace, my nigga. Like
yeah.
that's my thing. We can't.
Nah,
We cannot do that.
Nah. I'm not giving her no skills points.
Yeah,
It's like you say,
we can't do
we all
that.
can
We
agree
can't do
is
that.
a right now is a popularity. Well, Angel Reese is in it for her popularity, and Caitlin Clark, you say, can actually ball. We
So,
all can agree.
so let me ask you, do y'all think Angel Reese needed Caitlin Clark for popularity, or Caitlin Clark needed Angel Reese for popularity?
Hold on, right quick. The sound a little messing up. Do do we think that Caitlin Clark actually needed Angel Reese?
Right now,
Yeah,
it definitely helped her. I don't say she needed her, but it definitely helped her. I think they would
yeah.
be great teammates, but if you could get them on the same team, ooh, that'd be a great duo.
I think
Angel.
that'll happen before they retire. I mean, yeah, before it's all said and done.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be fun.
All right. Yeah, you hear me better now?
Yeah.
So
am I coming in clear? Because y'all speaking some real static.
yeah, I hear you a little staticky too. I gotta try to see what's going on. Yeah, but yo, my cord's not touching. But before we go over, y'all seen the play, right? Oh, yeah, man. So the question was with Angel Reese, you said did she need did Caitlin Clark need Angel Reese to grow her popularity? That was the question.
Yeah, who did you think one needed the other to grow? I think, and I said it to say I think they both kind of needed each other. Um,
Everything to me, everything came together for them at the right time.
yeah, yeah, I think they needed each other. Because like y'all said, and I don't want to speak for y'all, but it grew like Caitlin Clark already had a crazy audience, but she got a different audience.
Yeah,
She
Right.
got more of us to her because like, damn, who is this damn girl shooting at me as soon as she crossed over half court? You know what I'm saying? And then Angel already had a popularity from a social media standpoint, but then once that happened, everybody really started paying attention.
Yeah, nah, they needed each other. It was just a perfect marriage.
Yeah,
It's a perfect marriage for that.
I could
you know,
see them. I could
Reese
see
is
them
smart
being
though.
great friends one day.
Yeah,
Yeah, Angel Reese is smart though. She knows she's gonna need life after basketball sooner than later, and she's really tapping into that off the court market.
Yeah.
She just trying to dress a lot sexier than she normally did. She's trying to do a lot of different business ventures. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I don't wish this upon nobody, but I don't think her window of stardom is going to be long.
yeah, nah, she's definitely a role player.
She 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 need to improve. The better she plays, the more better she plays basketball, the more money she's gonna make regardless. Because she'll fizzle out. Say she stopped playing basketball today, and it's not gonna stick around there long unless she go do all some crazy stuff to get seen. But
She
she
a
can
good
continue to improve her game. She'll get more. She'll be there.
She jacking up threes now, boy. You ain't see her? She took out two threes last game, boy. She turned to a 3-point shooter.
Did she hit a three? I think I seen her hit a three on Sports Center or something like that.
Yeah, she hit one. I watched, like I said, I watched that
Okay.
game. I watched that game. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, I'm there. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, I'm there. I am there. All right, man. So let's get to your boy, Brock Purdy. Real quick, Brock Purdy got that contract extension, which well deserved.
I didn't see that. For
Yeah,
San Fran re-signed him.
yeah. San Fran resigned
Okay,
him.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even see that.
They gave him that extension. What y'all say? Well deserved. What you say, JR?
Yo,
Yo,
for some reason,
what's going on?
they log back in.
Yes.
So I'm gonna log off and then log back in.
All right. Yeah, do that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
Brock
Robert.
Purdy. Brock Purdy, man, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think about Brock Purdy, man. Some games he just looked fabulous. Other games, he is his height, and his speed, but he got heart, no doubt about it. He definitely got heart. I think he's pretty smart. I mean, I would say, well, what did it rank in the other quarterbacks in the league with when it comes to the pay? What, top 10, top 5?
Well, with him, yeah, I
Yeah,
think he's.
with his
I
contract.
don't think he broke top five, but I think he definitely top
Top
10.
10. Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah, he definitely
yeah,
in top
I would
10.
say top 10 is deservable then. I wouldn't have said top 5. Top 10, every new contract is going to be up there pretty, well, for instance, for an average quarterback, say an
Yeah.
average quarterback breaks the top 10 barely. And then it's understandable. So yeah, I would say okay, so it is deservable then cuz I would put Brock Purdy. I never thought about it before since, but I would say yeah, I would put Brock Purdy in the top 12. At least
12
the top 12.
quarterbacks,
At least the top 12. Maybe he probably deserves the top 10. Maybe. It's close. It's close.
top 10.
Yeah, that's
So let's
close. It's close.
let's see. Let's see. Let me just let's go through the teams real quick and see who because I'm gonna try to pick 10 teams out of the league to see, and you tell me if you're gonna put that quarterback um
Before Brock.
before Brock. So we're
Okay.
gonna start with Josh Allen, Buffalo.
Of course. Yeah, yeah. Josh is
AFC East, he's the only one I could take over there. All right, now the AFC North, we got Lamar.
definitely. I take
Bur-
Lamar with Josh. I like Lamar with Josh.
We got Burrow.
Yes, I would take Burrow over Brock.
Okay, what's wrong with this thing? Oh shit, I'm flipped up on me. And who else? Give me 1 second. This thing. All right. So now that's it right there. That's What about for Houston?
Ooh,
Um, what's his name for Houston?
he had an off season. His rookie season was great, and then
Yeah,
last season, man, I don't know what happened.
think
He
it
had
was the O line. And remember, his receiver was hurt most of the year
his
too.
his two top two receivers, so he had injuries on the O line too. Did Tunsil get hurt? I think Tunsil got hurt.
Yeah, he was gone for the
Yeah,
season.
so I mean, you got your best O line and you got your top two all receivers, and then I think actually another receiver was hurt too. But
All three was hurt. What's
that's
his
what
name?
it was.
Yeah,
So
all
yeah, I
three was
mean, you
hurt.
can expect that. But man,
What you
out of him
say?
and Brock, I mean, who I would take the young buck. I would take Texans.
You
I
take
can't. Why,
Texas. All right.
why I can't
So
remember his name.
I
But
don't know. I can't remember his name either.
yeah, yeah, I would definitely take him.
So
If I was, starting the
that's
team.
four. That's four. Then we got Kansas City. That's five.
Yeah, of course.
And then I ain't even gonna mention because I that's in the AFC. So I'm not even gonna mention Denver and the Chargers.
Yeah,
Justin
you got
Herbert.
Herbert. Ooh, that's a tough one. They're kind of like, well, the ceiling would be Herbert, but man, Brock Purdy, man, he has a pretty good mind. He has a pretty good IQ.
Yeah, nah, yeah, he make
That
plays.
that's a tough one with Herbert and Brock. So they're
Yes,
pretty
I'm
close.
gonna leave it at five so far. I'm even gonna
I'm
put
I'm
him at
I'm gonna
the.
still I'm gonna still take Herbert.
You're gonna take Herbert, so that'll make six.
I'm gonna take Herbert over him.
Yeah, that'll make six.
All right, that's
All
better,
right,
man. Sorry
so
about that, fella.
now the NFC. What about Dak?
Oh, yeah, that's even tougher one than him and Herbert. But yeah, uh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I take that. I take Dak barely.
You'll take Dak. All right. Justin Fields.
I take Brock right at this point. At this point, I'm a Fields fan. I'm a fan. I see him in the church house in all season all the time. But I think
Okay.
he's a good kid. I think he needs to, if he can get into the right situation. What is he at New York? We at the Jets now.
No, what I
No,
say,
he at the
Justin
Giants. He at the
Fields. My
Giants.
bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why did I say Justin Fields, man? I'm talking. I'm in Philadelphia, man.
Oh yeah. Well, you got to go
Hurts.
with Philadelphia. You got to go
Hurts.
with
Hurts.
yeah. You got to go with Hurts, man. You got to go with Hurts.
So
Of
we at
course.
eight. Washington Commanders. Um,
I I I like him too. I like him too. I take
that's
him over Brock. I mean, but listen, he only played one season, so it's hard to compare. Them two right now. You gotta those. How many sophomore slumps do you see with quarterbacks in the league? They come out just like for instance, the Texans quarterback. Gotta let
yeah.
these quarterbacks need because you get the film and you start going deep with the film and people. A lot of these defenses figure out these quarterbacks in their second season of playing. So it's a little rough to compare rookies.
So
Brock's been in there
you
with
gonna
this.
stick with You gonna stick with Brock. This Brock gonna be fourth year.
Yeah,
Fourth year.
I personally I would take the young buck at the Redskins. Like if I had to start a team. That's just from me seeing what I seen, but
All right. What about the Bears with Williams?
I'd take Brock. I'm not a Williams fan at all.
All right. Detroit Lions with
Man, now that's they're pretty much. I would take the chance on Brock, just because I've
okay.
seen golf so much over the years.
Yeah.
Golf
All
is
right.
he had his best season this last year. Now, if you think about it, he had a better season than he ever had when he went to the Super Bowl with the Rams.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, golf is okay, but I think a lot of that is a system.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely they got good coaching over there in Detroit right now.
It was
I
that
would
system.
take my chance with Brock over golf going
All
forward.
right. We're still at eight. So what about Love for Green Bay?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. They pretty much neck and neck. I haven't I watched Love. I don't know. I can't really he had some great games and then he had some real off games too. So, but he showed a lot last year. He's pretty good. I think he had a pretty good year last year. Just he got to the playoffs and got to the end. Even the year before too. It is just yeah, he folds in the end. But quarterbacks are made in the playoffs, no doubt about it.
All right. So what about Tampa Bay,
Baker.
Baker.
That's Bobby
Oh,
Joe's ex-coach, quarterback.
Yeah.
Hey, Baker's come a long way, man. Baker, he grew up. He grew up.
They
It's
say in order for you to become a better quarterback, you got to leave Cleveland. So we're gonna see.
Yeah, man.
I couldn't even argue that, right? I can't even argue that. Listen.
See,
I
boy.
Baker's definitely grown up. You know, he's grown up, but I think I think Brock's ceiling could actually. Man, I think I'm giving Brock a little bit too much
But
props though. But
he'll make he'll crack the top 10 because the only other quarterback that'll kick him out the top 10 with to me on here is I don't know, you probably like what's the name, Kyler Murray.
nah, I'm not. Well, I did a couple years ago, but I think Brock. I would say Brock would barely beat out Kyle Murray. Yeah, I think I dropped Brock down to the top 15 now. Now that we start to talk about it, I had him at 10 or 12. I said 12. I think
Yeah,
I put him between 12 and 15.
Unpopular opinion. I like Tua over Purdy.
like
Okay.
Tua over Purdy.
You got to
Yeah,
be healthy. You got to be healthy.
That's definitely unpopular to me.
a
Yeah.
healthy Tua, not a concussed Tua, a
Yeah,
healthy.
I ain't no,
listen, if Tua never got hurt, then it probably would be. But just from his career and all the injuries
no,
coming back and forth, I would take Brock. At this
Tua.
point, I would take Brock right now if we had to pick. But
I
easily
would
take
take
Brock.
I would take Brock over Tua.
Easy.
Both,
But
me personally, both healthy, and we're just talking about both of them being healthy and both of them being at their best. I'm taking Tua.
I could see that.
Why though?
I could see that.
Tua to me don't have the skills to improvise, bro.
They're
Tua,
actually the same. They have the same tools. If you look at them, I mean, they're
nah,
pretty
I
much
don't
similar
think so.
quarterbacks.
I mean, I don't seen Brock Purdy read and get out the pocket and make a play. Tua is like a to me Tua. This is Tua to me. The quarterback where you go it is a program. You put in the code in the program and then boom, Tua hike 1, 2, 3, and then he don't know what else to do. Or is either hike one. Now he accurate. He's gonna get it there. If you dare, I think Tua can play quarterback with his eyes closed because it's just like hike, and I know the receiver's gonna run 10 and out. He's gonna hike and he's gonna throw it. Either you dare or you not. Y'all remember the playoffs? What that was last 2 years ago on that last play. Just like Tua closed his eyes and threw that ball. That last interception he threw
I know. I
because
think I'm talking about.
he just threw it to Tua gonna throw to a spot. I don't
Wait,
think Tua could.
you're talking about this year?
Nah, oh, they didn't make the playoffs this year. Last year,
Oh, you talking about that shit? Oh,
yeah.
I remember that.
But
man,
then Tua
he
threw
done got hit so
that
much. Shit, I'm gonna close my eyes too.
but
Robbie
Tua threw
Joe played
that.
quarterback. Shit, Robbie Joe was the man. But you get hit enough, boy, you gonna close your eyes and throw the ball too sometimes,
Yeah.
and wish for a start.
Well, it's
Yeah.
different when you get hit in the mouth. You know, they say when you know what Mike Tyson say when you get punched in the mouth. Same thing with
And
quarterback.
listen,
But you getting your ass smacked around, it's gonna be a little different.
if man, shit,
I don't think we'll go anywhere far, man, with Tua at quarterback, bro. To be honest with you, I don't think we don't. My hopes for the Dolphins is not. If we could make a playoffs, okay, good. If we could win a first round game, that's a winning. That's a good season for me. That's
so
how
let
I
me
see.
ask you this, and you should know Spade more than I do, because I'm not a Dolphin fan, and if I'm being honest, I don't really watch a lot of football, NFL football. I like college more. What is I mean, what is the win percentage of you guys winning a game with Tua?
Winning in the game.
Yeah, like your win percentage with him is your starting quarterback.
I mean, he wins. He wins game healthy. He wins game. It's got to be. I don't got exact number, but it's got to be in the 60, 65%.
It's pretty. It's you would say a healthy Tua get you guys in the playoff consistently. No,
Yeah, we'll get in the playoffs because we're in the AFC East also too. And
I can't tell you where you got to be at, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying 'cause we played New England twice. We played the Jets twice. The only thing is Buffalo, so that's at least. 3 wins out of those 4 games. That's 3 wins because we're going to sweep one of them. You know what I'm saying?
I,
And
my brother-in-law is a huge Buffalo fan, like huge Buffalo, and I tell him year after year, they cannot win with their quarterback.
Josh Allen.
You,
Allen,
you're not gonna win with Josh Allen.
the Super Bowl.
You're not gonna win the Super Bowl with Josh Allen. He too sporadic for me.
He's come a long way. If you think
He
about
he, he
all,
has. He has. No, I mean that's not. But think about what you just said. He's come a long way, and he's still damn sporadic.
yeah,
So he but if he keeps trending up, I then the conversation changes. But it's like you just never know. Like, did the motherfucker take his medicine today or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll get in there and throw two good ass passes and then throw some like wishful shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's in the playoffs too. It's crazy. So Robbie Joe, because you were really good at quarterback, like really good at quarterback. So I want to
thanks,
give you
yeah.
flowers on that. You was really good at
Thank
quarterback and point guard, but those go hand in hand. That's why I tell people all the time, like I played quarterback, but not at your level because I stopped in little league. Then I played point guard. Those go hand in hand. I always say that. And you were really good. So who is your? I think I missed it. Who is your top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL? No order. No
No
order.
order. Oh, no order.
Yeah, you don't
Okay,
gotta go order.
okay. Yeah, I put Josh Allen. He definitely not my number one, but Josh Allen. We talking about him. We got of course Lamar. You got Pat. Of course he's in there. Um, I'll put Hurts towards the bottom end. I'm just thinking about just whatever comes to my mind
That's
at
that's,
the moment.
that's four.
Uh, I put Burrow in there somewhere, probably after five somewhere.
That's five.
Man, man, there's a lot of young quarterbacks in there that I like too, but I don't, I hate to see just 1 year. So 2 years, I like to see time with quarterbacks because I've seen a lot of happen a lot. But
That's fair. That's fair.
I want to put that Redskins quarterback in there. But man, he's like I said, he just had 1 year.
Yeah.
Uh,
Daniels, but they'll get there.
you know who I like, but the Rams quarterback. But I don't even think I can't put him in my top 10. But he's
Stafford,
yeah, I like his game, but at the same time, I don't think he's a top 10, honestly.
Justin Herbert.
No, Herbert. I'm talking about the Rams.
No, I'm asking you about Justin Herbert.
Yeah, Justin Herbert. He's close. He's close, but I don't think he's in the top 10. There's other quarterbacks out there I think I like better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Herbert not
You
top
got
10.
five more people. You got to name better than Herbert.
Right.
You only name five people, Robbie. Shit.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, man. I think he got to be in there because I'm thinking. I'm just looking at the teams real quick. New England ain't got no quarterback. Seattle, I don't like their
What about
quarterback.
what's the name at Jacksonville?
No, hell no, man. He bottom five. He bottom
You
five.
about to have Robbie Joe cussing on him, man. What you got going on, man?
Yeah, he bottom five.
Yeah, I don't like him either. That's another one I don't think they're going to win.
Baker ain't in my top 10, but I say Baker in my top 15 for sure. He definitely in the top 15 just from his play the last couple years.
So
Man, my
what about
mind.
what's
I
the
know
name
there's some good quarterbacks out there. I just can't think about them right
what's the
now.
name for what you call it for the Raiders from Seattle?
No. Who's their quarterback now? Carr?
From Seattle, nah, from Seattle.
Oh, from Broward County, Miramar.
Yeah. He's a
No,
quarterback.
nah, he top 15. He top 15.
You know,
Gino.
Top 15.
yeah,
Nah,
Gino.
nah. He top. He
Okay,
had a
well,
real good season. What 2 years ago?
damn, we just
He had a decent one last year too.
What man? I
Yeah,
must be. There's a lot of. J.R. Wright. I got to put him in my top 10. The one he was talking about for
yeah.
sure. There's a lot of other quarterbacks out there. Who?
It ain't too
Atlanta
much.
quarterback? No.
Atlanta, that's his second year. You can't put him up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Nah, he not even in the top
I
20.
say I say that to say it ain't that many really good quarterbacks to where
Really? Yeah, it is.
you
Yeah,
got to
you're right.
be able to
But
put you got to
once you
fit
get
somebody
around like
somewhere,
7, it
and
drops off.
you got to fit them young boys in. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
For
got to.
real. You got a good point. I want to put him in there. Yeah, he definitely in there. Redskins, he definitely in there.
You gotta
And,
put
and
him. You gotta put him in there.
yeah,
So
he in there, boy. He in there for sure. I know what I see.
and then the quarterback from Houston.
Yeah, he had a bad season, but we were just talking about him. I think when you had one off,
Oh
he
my
had the
fault.
top three receivers and then two of his linemen, his best lineman and another lineman or two linemen was out. But yeah, yeah, he in there for sure. I'll put him in there.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's Sanders, man. What's going on with your Cleveland Browns, Rob?
Hey fellas, please forgive me right now. Caitlin Goat Clark is playing, so I keep turning my head.
Tell
Oh,
us
not
what's
oh,
going
the game's
on.
on.
Caitlin Goat Clark.
Oh, they
Hey,
did
that
have
boy
a
said I've
game.
been
They
a
did have
fan
a
now.
game tonight.
I've
They
been
did have a
peeping.
game tonight.
Yeah, they up four right now. They up four in the second quarter.
They did have a
They was
game
down big
tonight.
early. But I'm sorry, I don't mean to get off topic with what we got going on. So Shador, did he get a contract already? I
Yeah,
saw
yeah, he
Shador
got it.
got
He
a
got.
fully guaranteed 48 mil. What did Shador get?
I think it was two
We're
point
like four.
three for 4 years,
Oh, it was
something
Say
like
two.
that.
I
that. Say
thought it
that.
was
What he
four.
got?
Two
Two.
point three.
That's more than enough, John.
I might be wrong, Samson. You got to check that out.
No, I thought it was four, but I think it probably is in the two.
I think it's in the two. If I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. I think it was like Monday or Tuesday. I know I seen it run across my
I,
screen.
I wouldn't even. Me personally, I wouldn't have even signed a 4 year deal worth that much.
Nah, because
Well, fifth round, you got to look
yeah,
at it. I
for the
mean,
fifth round.
Yeah,
he
but
might
also
be
the
the
fifth
highest
round,
paid fifth round quarterback
I
in the
get
No,
history.
it.
it's
But what I'm
yeah,
saying is,
four
I would
four
have only
point
signed a
six.
2 year deal.
4.6.
I would have only signed a 2 year deal and got up out of there because I'm gonna be
But
proving in
listen,
2 years, and then I
I
would have re up.
but I think you're obligated for 4 years when you're a rookie in the NFL for the team that
Yeah.
draft you.
See, I don't.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's why. Yeah, and then you got the fifth year option. You can take off if you want.
Damn, that's crazy. That man
Yeah,
lost so
NFL
much
different.
money, dog. For whatever reason, he lost a lot of bread.
But
Wow.
but he got money. He good, man.
Man, listen.
Yeah, but
You saying he got money? He don't got $48 million money.
True, 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 true.
Like, Robbie Joe, you got money, but guess what? You gonna turn down some more money?
Nah, I know what you're saying. You definitely right. You
Like,
definitely got
no.
yeah.
Like at the end of the day, especially when it was warranted, I feel he should have been in the first or second round. For whatever reason, he wasn't. But see what I'm saying? Okay,
yeah.
so he got a 4 year deal, 4.6 million, and a signing bonus of. Okay. So he got 4.6.
Oh, he got okay. So he got double what I said.
Yeah, you got 4.6.
But here's the thing, Robbie Joe. But not him because he couldn't go back to school. It's college guys getting that in 1 year, fam.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Nah,
No,
but if no, the thing is, if he was a fifth round talent, this is a good deal. You see what I'm saying?
exactly my point. That's
But
exactly what
he's
I'm trying to say.
but the thing is, Robert, I'm gonna let you get some more in because I do want to hear, from a Cleveland Brown perspective. But the thing is, the media is still, even though everybody will say he's not a fifth round talent, even with the starting job in in Cleveland, they pinning him as the last on the depth chart. You see what I'm saying?
mm.
Okay, yes, he was drafted. He was drafted in the fifth round. He is the lowest drafted player right now on the roster. But we all know, and they know that he's not a fifth round talent. But they still, portraying him as a fifth round talent and everything that they do. So what you think? What you think about this, Robbie? What's the whole? What you think about all this?
Uh, man, I start from the draft. I didn't want the Browns to draft him in the first round or even the second round. That was just my opinion. But in the third round, I was like, hold on, let's grab him. Fourth round, I was like, let's grab him. So I was ready to grab him in the third and the fourth round. But the first, I wasn't a Shador fan. I just feel like there's so much more comes to the position of quarterback. Now let me say this because he's a good kid. He's a great kid actually. the way he was raised, you got to look at it from that perspective too. He's a rich kid, and for him to for him to play football and like football the way he did, you got to give him his props on that because when when you come from money, it's really hard for a player to athlete to really be hungry to play a sport, especially like the game of football, where you gotta really be in it to win it. You feel me? So to see him how he likes the game of football to the point that he does, I got respect for him for that. He's young. He has a lot of growing up to do. To play quarterback in the NFL, man, to play quarterback even at high school level, it's a different mindset, man. You got to, for instance, whatever. But I just
That's
feel like,
BS, Robbie Joe.
hmm?
Because
So
here's the thing. He was productive the same manner in college, right? Obviously,
What?
they didn't win as many games. You gotta understand the dynamics of the team, but every quarterback is not going to have the same approach as a Tom Brady, as a whomever. But that don't mean that why can't he be a great quarterback with the aura of a Deion Sanders? With the
Especially,
aura of like he don't have to be the cookie cut standard personality of the traditional quarterbacks and still be effective.
it's that's very true.
And
I get
and
that.
and that might be his mojo to keep and make him
right,
great.
his
So
edge.
now you try to take away that, you can be taking away what makes him fucking great.
Well, it's not so much of him in the huddle. It's more. Well, it is too
All of
because
that.
yeah, it does.
Dion
It does.
Dion was Dion before the games. He wasn't just Dion on the court. I mean on the field.
You
Like
know what really turned me off?
all of that.
What turned me off, Shador, was the cameras. That
Right.
the
It's
personality is fine.
it's
You, he,
2025. They're making
yeah,
so much money with those cameras off the
Yeah,
field now.
that's the
They
thing.
gotta keep them rolling. He
They
just only
got
signed a
to.
$4.6 million deal, so he got to get some more money from somewhere else.
And
hey,
plus, remember now, the what's NIL stand for? NIL is name, image, and likeness. So that
Yeah.
image, he had to. That was like a the way he did it, the way they did it. It was almost like a
Yeah.
cheat code. It was almost
Okay.
like a cheat code for them.
Case in point. How many undrafted free agents have y'all ever seen so many cameras on Shiloh Sanders?
Yeah, Shiloh, Jimmy
You ain't
Horn.
never seen so much Instagram posts and cameras and just like you ain't never seen that from an undrafted free agent.
Yeah,
Nah, dog. But you know them cameras can be good or bad, but
yeah.
they got a popularity status to where people want to see them.
And you can't
So,
deny that. So, all right, Rob Joe. Another question: as a Browns fan, who would you rather start at quarterback coming to the opening day for the Cleveland Browns this year? Who would you like to see start?
so listen, that was from my the first was from my that wasn't a fan. My point was with him. Now from a fan perspective, me being a Browns fan, I look at Shador and I'm very happy he's on the team now. And I'm
Okay,
and I see him. I've been watching him. In his the rookie camp
press
and all that,
conference
and
in the camps. Yeah.
listening to him speak, and I'm very happy. I'm very excited for him as a fan. And but I was so hooked onto what's the Miami quarterback, you know,
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward. Listen, I wanted Cam. Like Cam is like, I think Cam is going to be a great quarterback in the NFL. That's just what I believe. He's just has that factor, that it factor. But I'm happy with Shador, and I think Flacco. I'm just looking at what I think is going to happen. I don't know what I want to happen yet because I haven't seen nothing. I got at least see some preseason games or something like that. But
All
what
right.
I think is going to happen is I think Flacco is going to end up starting week one. Put it like that. That's just my guess. If I had to
Okay.
say, I don't know who I want to start yet. I can't tell you that.
You want to see more?
Yeah, definitely got to see the preseason, training camp, all that stuff. Listen, because let me tell you, when you're in the NFL and you're a quarterback and you get in front of that camera with them interviews, man, listen, I feel like that is big time from just where your head is at in the football game. A lot of the times you hear a quarterback speak, just like NBA too, man. Like you hear these superstars talk, you can really see how they playing with their teammates and how they mixing and how the chemistry. It's big time when it comes to these team sports. In the NBA and the NFL, especially with a quarterback.
True, 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 true. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Like I said, I'm a Shador fan. I go back to Jackson State, so I'm watching them. I want to see him. I want to see him succeed. I want to see him. I want to see him. Go. I want to see that second contract where they be like, yo, take a team discount, and he be like, man, hell, fuck no, y'all give me all that back pay. You know what I'm saying? Whatever team he on, if the Browns decide to let him go, but I want to see him. I want to see him do good, man, because that was that whole draft was a whole disaster. They tried him. They sized the whole. I forgot they sized the whole family. Fuck, just
two
sized
day
him.
2 days after he was drafted, I really like the kid. Even just to see his reactions, and he don't have no I don't he doesn't have he's not a negative person. He's not I don't think he has any hate in his heart. Really, he's really a good kid. His dad did a great job, man. You know,
Nah,
Dion would have handled it a little differently. You know what I'm saying? For any situation, Dion he was more of I would say Dion when he was playing, he wasn't like his son. Dion was Dion. Dion was hot headed. He'll tell you off rip. Of course, Dion
yeah,
hadn't grew up
but,
into a great man. I feel
yeah,
Dion is
but
a great dad, a great coach. I think he's a great coach. I think he's a great person.
yeah, but Dion playing though, Dion skills, you can't. He could. You know what I'm saying? He could act like that.
He's the goat, man. He's the goat. He's the greatest.
He
Hey,
could act. You couldn't
bad
tell Dion nothing, man.
Dion was a bad man.
So we definitely going, keep an eye out and see how everything go, man. And again, bro, so we're gonna end it right here. And thank y'all boys, man, for coming on here and doing it and chatting with me on here. So we had this had to be one of this my best show yet. So you know what I'm saying. We're gonna
Okay.
keep going,
Hey,
man.
Robbie Joe for pulling up, making it the best show.
Hey,
Hey,
we had
bro,
a good time, man. Y'all boys together, we had a good time, man.
definitely did.
Definitely
I
a good
enjoyed it.
time.
I'm glad, Jay. When Sam told me Jay, I was like, oh man, I was even more excited to know that you were gonna be on here for sure.
Nah,
'Cause
dog, you know
good
y'all
stuff, man.
dogs, man.
Uh,
One thing I can say about y'all boys, man, we've been down for over 30 years, and it's even if we don't talk often, see each other often, it be the same love. You know what I'm
be the
saying? Like we
same
never
vibe.
had a break. You know what I'm saying? So y'all
Hey,
Word.
boys,
hey, JR, man. No, let me tell you, man. Hey, but you was a badass jit, bro, in middle school, bro.
I was.
But hey,
That's how everybody knew JR, man. JR was everywhere.
Yeah,
Everybody knew JR,
and,
boy.
and I was thinking about it. I was thinking about, I think it was probably during basketball season. I'm like, but I was trying to think about what did he do that was so bad though. But I just knew he was bad. But I can't remember nothing he ever did bad though. But I just knew he was a bad kid.
He was it was
I used
JR.
to just be everywhere.
That's the thing I ain't gonna say. JR wasn't bad. He was just on every scene where
Just was
somebody his
everywhere,
age
dog. I
Yeah,
was
I know
they was
everywhere I
not
probably
supposed to
shouldn't
be
have
there.
been.
because you
Exactly.
would see him. You would see him. But yeah, what you is a year or 2 years younger than me and
I'm
Samson.
two.
He
I'm
about
2 years younger than you because you 99. I'm oh 01.
Yeah, I think man, it was a couple times I think I'm driving. I think I'm in high school. You still in middle school, and I'm like, bro, where you going? It was nighttime. Hey man, let me get a ride to the house.
Man, like I said, everywhere I
No
shouldn't
shirt.
be.
That boy ain't got no shirt on.
JR was
Everywhere I
good.
shouldn't be, Robbie Joe.
JR good in every hood, boy. JR
I
pull up
definitely
in
am
every
not gonna.
hood.
I'm gonna stay solid. One thing
Yeah,
about it, I'm gonna
y'all
stay
good in
solid.
every hood, man. That's
I
how he
ain't
was
finna get in
everywhere.
nobody way. You know what I'm saying? But
You gonna
that's
play
real.
some ball. That's what's
Hmm.
up, man. Hey man, thank you again, y'all boys. We're gonna
Nah,
keep
for sure. Keep
whenever
it
y'all
going,
get it.
Spade. Keep it going. I love it, dog. Love it.
They
Me too.
already know we're
I
gonna grow this, man. So
real.
all right, man. Y'all boys hold it down. Went on three,
Yes, sir.
and that's how we're gonna do, man.
All right.
Love, man. Y'all boys.
Let
We'll catch up on
boy.
the next one
Yes, sir.
for sure.